we are going to create situations where small children are suffering brain injuries, we should be sure to know what they look like and know what to do about them. And if we don't, then frankly, we need to look in the mirror because we're just not trying hard enough. This is not like a broken bone that you can see. A concussion is an invisible injury, and that causes a lot of problems, which is why people need to be trained as to what to look for. You know, coaches, we don't blame coaches for not knowing this stuff because no one's ever asked coaches to know this stuff. We don't blame parents because parents have never been asked to know this stuff, and we certainly can't blame the kids. And so we're going to forget the mistakes of the past, and we're going to focus on what we should be doing in the future. The good news is for football, and this also exists in soccer, is that most of the brain trauma happens in practice when no one's keeping score and no one cares. 75% of the hits in football happen in practice. We are working with a lot of youth programs, and what we're discovering is you can virtually eliminate hitting from youth football practice and your players will still be just as good. You just have to be creative. You have to make toughness about endurance, and you have to make toughness about getting things right in complex situations, but you don't make toughness about ramming kids into each other, helmet to helmet. In the meantime, we say 3 words to coaches: eliminate, modify, and minimize. Eliminate the stupid drills that you grew up doing, like bull in the ring and nutcrackers and all the fun names for the things where you collide as hard as you can head first. Number 2, modify the other drills. So we have coaches going, well, geez, we used to do this full speed, why don't we do this to wrap up? Or why don't we do this drill to 2-hand touch because the hitting is not important? Or why don't we replace the kids we were hitting with bags, let them tackle bags? Well, gee, you know, it's just as good as football players not running into each other. And then minimize. You have to do certain drills full speed to teach the game, protect necks, all those things. That's fine. Minimize the reps. And what does that mean? Okay, take your 30-minute scrimmage down to a 15-minute scrimmage. Or when you used to do reps and fire them off every 3 seconds, take teaching time in between and walk kids through and talk about things. Very simple steps that any coach could roll into his practice. Sports are a vital part of our culture. They're a vital part of growing up. They're a vital part of a lifetime of health. And that's really the goal here, is walk away from sports with all of the positives and none of these negatives that have been plaguing a lot of guys. And so keep playing sports, but play them more safely. And thank you for having me here. Thank you, Kevin Turner Foundation. Thank you, D1. And thank you guys for coming out tonight.